Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys the Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about tech, crypto, and stock deals, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. And today, we have an exciting news to bring to you guys, and that is that Segwit2X is being cancelled. Let it just sit that in your mind. Wow. A hard fork that is planned to be a contentious one. Hard fork that was aimed to pass down the control from the Bitcoin developers and the community to the digital group. Couple of strong, influential figures now is being canceled. And I didn't think a hard fork could be canceled, but I am proved wrong through Segwit2X being canceled. So this isn't a statement made by Mike Belch at bitgo.com. And let's read here. So the Segwit2X effort began in May with a simple purpose: to increase block size and improve Bitcoin scalability. And I don't know about that. It does increase the block size, but improving Bitcoin scalability is a topic to be discussed about. It's not 100% true. So Bitcoin community was in crisis after 3 years of heavy debate. Consensus for Segwit seems like a distant mirage, with only 30% support among the miners. And that is mostly because of the Chinese ASIC miners, I believe, such as Jihan Wu. And a lot of the ASIC miners out there have more inefficiency with the Segwit upgrade. And I think that was one of the reasons why they made Bitcoin Cash. And now with that, they have another coin to mine. But with Segwit2X, what that does is it brings the control to the couple of influential figures. So sorry about that. Let me continue on. So Segwit2X found its first success in August. I wouldn't call it a success, but broke the deadlock and quickly led to Segwit's activation. Since that time, team shifted the effort to phase 2 megabyte block size increase. It's not only a block size increase, but it does way more than that. And their goal has been a smooth upgrade for Bitcoin. Although they strongly believe a need for larger block size, they believe something more important: keeping the community together. Yes. Unfortunately, it is clear we have not built sufficient consensus for a clean block size upgrade at the time. Continuing on the current path could divide the community and set back for Bitcoin's growth. This was never the goal of Segwit2X. As fees rise on the blockchain, we believe it will become obvious that on-chain capacity increases are necessary. When that happens, we hope the community come together to find a solution, possibly with the block size increase. Until then, we're suspending our plans for upcoming 2 megabyte upgrade. Something interesting I found out right now, but let me continue. I want to thank everyone who contributed constructively to Segwit2X, whether you are in favor or against. Your efforts is what make Bitcoin great. And Bitcoin remains the greatest form of money mankind has ever seen. We're dedicated to protecting and fostering its growth worldwide. Now, there is 6 people listed here: Mike Belch, Wences Casares, Jihan Wu, Jeff Garzik, Peter Smith, and Eric Voorhees. And some of the names are very out there, such as Jihan Wu. I think he's a co-founder or owner of Bitmain, the biggest ASIC mining company, I believe. One of the highest hash rate for Bitcoin as well. And Jeff Garzik, I think he's behind the Salt coin and some other very big projects. Eric Voorhees, I think he's a founder of Shapeshift, and very influential figures, but they have a lot of power under their hands. And it's crazy how this Segwit2X was started and kind of controlled by these 6 people. They're not even listing the team. There's 6 people here that made this decision, and it's pretty crazy how contentious this was going to be if that actually happened. Now, another thing to point out is that this statement here, until then, we're suspending our plans for upcoming 2 MB upgrade. This paragraph here, they say that as the fees increase, they think the block size increase is necessary, and until then, they're suspending their plan. So there is still a plan for something like Segwit2X where they increase the block size. But I don't think if they do, it will be simply a block size increase, not a shift from the Bitcoin devs to another team of centralized authority, as they plan to do in Segwit2X. So at least the hard fork is not happening at this moment, but it is still in plan. They're simply suspending their plans right now. But I think, so one thing they point out is the Bitcoin fees, which is pretty high at the moment. I believe it's around like $4 to $6 per transaction, which is pretty crazy. But one way the Bitcoin community aims to figure out the solution is actually Lightning Network, because Lightning Network is I believe it's an off-chain protocol that allows for atomic swaps and lower fees. And once that is integrated, I believe Bitcoin will have much more rich, what would you call it? I don't know, just better fee rate in general and better transactions in general. But until that happens, it is still unknown. But the main thing is that Segwit2X is being suspended for now. I think they're attempting to bring this back later on, but with such a decisive no from the community, I don't think they will be able to carry out all the actions that we're planning to do. If it does get carried out, I believe only thing that will change is actually the block size increase, not all those junk that they bring with them. And this is commented by Charlie Lee, creator of Litecoin. It says Segwit2X hard fork has been called off. Common sense prevails. It's very good to know that people have common sense. Let's work together towards scaling safety. We may need something like 2x hard fork in the future, but let's do it when there's consensus and not rushed. So I do agree with this, because once Bitcoin becomes, the fee of Bitcoin becomes so high, I think the block size does need to increase. But as I said before, with not all the baggage that they bring with all those centralized figures, but with a consensus of the community and something like we're only increasing the block size and nothing else, something like that, or integrating Lightning Network to the Bitcoin community or Bitcoin system would be a nice one as well. But anyways, also Charlie Lee had a trade with Roger Ver, saying that they were going to trade like 250 Bitcoins to 250 Segwit2X coins, but it is being called off. But he says props to Roger Ver. He was actually going through the trade. So that is something to do, or something that happened. So anyways, yeah, Segwit2X. Man, I really thought this was going to happen and there's going to be chaos everywhere, but there is a slight chance that this wasn't going to happen. And only reason that I really thought this was going to happen was because of Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash was kind of similar in that it was a struggle between the community versus like a centralized figure or miners. But it did happen, but with replay protection. But this one didn't have replay protection, so yeah. But anyways, so what is next for cryptocurrencies? Well, Segwit2X being called off is going to bring a lot of Bitcoin back to the other cryptocurrencies, such as, I don't know, Neo, Lisk, IOTA, NEM. There's so many cryptos out there, and I think now that people are holding onto Bitcoin and they're not going to get their quote-unquote free money of hard fork there's going to be a lot of flow back into the other cryptocurrencies. And I'll definitely keep a close watch on that. I'll bring you guys more videos about that rush into cryptocurrencies. But this is it for now. I just wanted to give you guys the news. And man, exciting times for Bitcoin. Now this contentious fork is called off. I think we're looking at a better path towards the moon. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this kind of content, like this video, comment below on what you think, and smash that subscribe button. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, check out the links below, and I really appreciate that. And as always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.